podcasts. How many of you have listened to a podcast before? All right, oh, good, we have some. So you guys are going to be making one. We have a new program this year in Hanover County called WeVideo. It is my new best friend, and I think that you guys will like it too. So if you could go to class link, you'll see WeVideo down at the bottom. They're in alphabetical order. Everyone looks a little different depending on what classes you're in and stuff like that. But they're in alphabetical order. Find WeVideo. If you haven't logged in before, it might ask you to log in with Google, or it might take you right there. But if you could please go there for me.
Looks like it takes them right in.
It takes them right in? Okay, cool. So WeVideo is amazing. And if you log in through ClassLink, you have access to the paid version of WeVideo, which means that you have every single feature. How many of you guys have used iMovie before? A couple of you? Okay, so this is kind of like iMovie on a computer and much easier to use. So you have a couple different options. We can record a video, or we can upload a video and edit and do things like that. We can click recording, and that's how you could record your screen. Like if you wanted to give a presentation and you wanted to click through a slides presentation as you talked, you can do that. You can make a GIF that you can save to your computer and share out on social media, stuff like that. That's always fun. Or you can make a podcast, which is what we're going to be doing today. Now, the only way to get to the paid features of WeVideo is to go in through ClassLink. If you were to go to wevideo.com and log in with your school email, you're not going to have all of these features. The only way to get there is to go in through ClassLink. So if you try to do this at home, you're going to want to go to ClassLink first. And you can get to ClassLink at home. But what we're going to be doing in this class is making a podcast. So we're going to click podcast. I want you to see how easy this is. The very first thing it's going to do is you're going to record. So you want to have all of your information ready to go, your background information, your script. You want to be ready to hit record. The Chromebooks all have built-in mics, so you don't have to worry about attaching a mic. It's not the best quality, but it will certainly work for this. You want to make sure that you're not like recording in your seats, or it's going to pick up all the background noise around you. So you're going to want to spread out when you record. So maybe you'll go in the prep room, or maybe you'll go in the hallway, or different corners of the room, or something like that. So you'll kind of try to get in quiet space. And then when you're ready, you're going to click record. And we'll give you a countdown so you can get ready. And then you'll just start talking. You'll read your script. You'll go over your information. You'll say what you have to say. You can see it gives you a little timer. And then when you're finished talking, you click stop. It pops up where you can record it again. Let's say you messed up, which happens all the time. Or you can click save. When you click save, you will see your audio file show up down on the bottom row once it is ready. I only talked for 7 seconds. It shouldn't take that long. All right, here it is. Here's my audio file right here. And you can see all of my little, as I talk, my inflections, it left that pattern there. So here's my voice. Now let's say I wanted to record some more. This is the timer. I can just move my timer over to the end of that little segment. I can hit narrate, and then I can add another section. You don't want to mute your mic while you're recording. And I can add another section, so I can keep going. So there's no pressure that you have to get this all done in one take. So one of the other things that you have on a podcast, if we were to save this right now, we would just be saving an audio file, which is fine. But because we have access to this fancy new video, we can do more than just create an audio file. We can add pictures to our podcast. So while someone is listening, they're looking at pictures of your cell or whatever it is you happen to be talking about. So to do that, you would find a picture on the computer using all the copyright appropriate methods Ms. Henning just told you. And then you would, up here at the top, see where I clicked My Media? I'm going to click Import. I'm going to find a picture that I like on the internet. I'm going to save it to my computer, my Google Drive. And then...
Now you guys are drawing your own pictures,
You guys are
right?
drawing your own pictures?
Some of them are,
Some
yes.
of them are.
But they have saved them into their Google Slides,
Perfect.
so they can copy that
Yep.
or upload it.
We can make that work. Yep, so here's a picture I found on the internet. I'm going to save it. And then I just take my picture and I drop it right here. Now, if I were to drag my timeline along, you would see that at some point my picture ends and my words keep going. We don't want that to happen. So I can either insert another picture right here, which would be kind of neat to change pictures as you go through it, or you can just click it and drag it to the end of my audio, so that when my audio ends, my picture ends at the same time. Okay, so here, let me just show you what this is going to be me talking. Right, when you're finished talking, it ends. So that's what it would look like. When you are all done, super easy, you click finish up here in the right hand corner. Oh, it's going to tell me it's still uploading my video, my picture. Computer slow. All right, I'm going to give it a title. So we're going to call it podcast, and then put in your last name. So Ms. Sheila and Mr. Anderson know who it belongs to. We're going to click set. Now here's a tricky thing. If I were to download this just like it is, I would only be saving my audio, which is fine, but we just uploaded our picture and we want our picture to go too. So it's a little misleading that this says video because we didn't really make a video, but we want to click that so that our picture comes along. And you'll know if you did that right because your picture will pop up right here. SD or HD, it doesn't really matter for this project, pick what you want, but you do want to make sure that we click this icon right here. This is our Google Drive icon. So we want to click that so that we save it to our Google Drive. And then we are going to export. And it's going to tell you this is going to take a minute. When it's finished, you'll now have a brand new folder in your Google Drive called WeVideo.
Now we have one up there on mine already from last class. It won't make another one, will it?
No, we'll make the same one. So yeah, so if you've never used WeVideo before, this folder will not exist. Once you create a video or a podcast or a GIF or whatever it is and you save it, a new folder will automatically be created, and then in that folder will be your podcast file. And then every time you use WeVideo, it will always go to the same folder. Then, one more step. To turn it in, you're going to turn it in through Schoology. Okay, Ms. Sheila is going to make an assignment that has directions of how you turn it in and all that kind of stuff. But here's a trick you need to know for all of your classes. If you upload something to Schoology, your teachers can't see it unless you give them permission to see it. And sometimes even we as teachers think, oh, I put it on Schoology, all my kids can see it, but that's not true. Have you ever tried to open something that your teacher puts up there and it says request access? Probably.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's because the teacher forgot to share it. It happens. But we want to make sure that we don't make the same mistake. So when your podcast is up here, you're going to right click on it, you're going to share, and you just want to make sure it says down here, Hanover County Public Schools, anyone in this group with this link can view. This is the one that I just uploaded, for example. I'm going to right click, I'm going to go to share, and you're going to see this one's not right. It says restricted, only people added can open this link. Well, Ms. Henning is the only one who's added to this file. So right now, Ms. Henning is the only one that could see this video, and we don't want that. So we're going to change that to anyone in Hanover County Public Schools with this link can view. We're going to click done. We'll turn it into Schoology, and now your teachers and anyone else will be able to see and watch it. Okay. And I can come back, and Ms. Henning is going to come back, Ms. Sheila can help you. We can make sure that you get all those little steps along the way. But the most important thing is that you're ready to go, you have your script, you have your pictures, you find a quiet spot, and you just click record.
Does anybody have any questions for Ms. Cooper? I know a lot of you probably won't get to this point today. That'll be like a Monday task, but we wanted to go ahead and be able to catch her because she's a super busy lady and she doesn't have time. She couldn't fit us in on Monday. So she's already booked.
Or Tuesday.
Or Tuesday, or probably Wednesday. So we wanted to go ahead and give you that information today. Okay? Awesome.
So,
What do we say to Ms. Cooper and Ms. Henning, guys?
Thank you.
anytime, anytime.
Thank you.
Ms. Cooper.